Okay, so in today's video I am going to be testing or comparing the difference between a regular clay bar and a fine clay mitt. Both products are from Chemical Guys. It's my buddy Matt's car, and it is the perfect candidate for the test because unfortunately it's not washed or waxed regularly, and it has been sitting outside for the past few months, so it really can use a Gav Details type wash. So as you can see here, we have a lot of road grime, so it'll be getting the works in terms of the initial wash. We'll also be, by request, polishing the headlights. I did restore some headlights last week on an 06 Infinity. I will link that video above. So I am going to wash the car, and we will be resuming once we are ready to tape off the hood and compare the Clay Mitt versus an OG clay bar. Okay, so we are in the garage because it is windy outside and it's going to be very warm, and unfortunately currently in my driveway the sun is directly overhead, so there's no shade to use. So as you can see, we have the fine clay mitt, which I was actually surprised at how smooth it is. The Mr. Pink wash, OG clay bar, and the clay luber. Now I'm going to use the clay luber and the mitt to break it in on the windows, and then I will use the clay luber and the clay bar on one half of the hood, and then I will use the mitt and the Mr. Pink wash on the other side. And after that, I'll probably go back over the mitt side with the clay luber and the clay bar to see what, if any, contaminants are still left on the paint. Now, as I said earlier, before I washed the car, I would say that this car probably has moderate contamination. Definitely not light, like this car here, which is coated with Wolfgang Uber ceramic coating, and my truck over there. So, I'm going to get started on the windows, and I'll be back. Here we have half of the OG clay bar clean and formed into a disc. We'll go ahead and start. So as of right now, it feels as though the clay bar is not removing anything else. The top part of the hood feels pretty smooth. The clay bar doesn't look too bad. More specks than anything else. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me with the wind noise. I do not have the windscreen on. We have the clay mitt with some Mr. Pink ready to go. I'm first going to saturate or lube the surface with the microfiber side of the towel. I need to make sure that I'm actually filming what I'm doing here. And I was surprised that there wasn't as much contamination on the passenger side, so we'll see how well the mitt does on the driver's side. So now we are going with the clay mitt side. My first impression is that you can definitely feel the contaminants with the mitt more so than with the clay. You can feel the clay pulling it off, but the mitt kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Intensifies the feeling, I guess you'd say. Yeah, I might get some good comments on that. So after I did the windows, which I believe the mitt actually removed some paint overspray on the rear window, which I was thoroughly impressed with. I did rinse the mitt with the hose to remove any contaminants that were removed off of the glass. Yeah, so the hood already is starting to feel smooth. Yeah, initial impressions with the mitt, I'm actually pretty surprised at how well it's doing, even on a car that I thought had more contaminants than it does. So my initial goal with the mitt was to be able to use something that would be faster and easier to clay vehicles that are well maintained. So, okay. So I just clayed the driver's side of the hood with the OG clay bar, and you can see a little bit of contamination here. But other than that, the clay bar is clean, and I didn't feel any more really deeply embedded contaminants on the hood. So I'm pleasantly surprised and happy with the results of both the bar and the mitt. The only thing I did notice is the clay luber kind of turns your hand blue.